there, it's Karen back with you again, and I'm just going to continue working for one more video on this Mega Mix and Match kit by Tracie Fox, just because it's kind of a nice easy way to get myself back into making these videos, and I just thought I'd make a few more, and then we'll move on to something else. I've got lots of things I want to do, but I'm testing out my joints, my shoulders, and seeing how I get on. So I'm going to start with this one, which is number 7, just because it's on top of the pile, and I think I've got things ready to go for this one. Let's take all the bits out. There's a little tiny tag label in there that does not want to come out. There we are. So, day 7 of the December daily that Tracie did, and these are all the pieces. So there's quite a few labels, like a little stamp and a little selection of labels. I don't know whether I'll use them all or any of them or quite what. There's this bingo card, not quite sure what I want to do with that at the moment, and then a whole collection of tag shapes. So I can't remember what she did with hers, and I'm just going to do my own thing. So these two are clearly for backing for tags, and I've got 4 tags to choose from. I imagine that they were supposed to be joined together in some way, but I think what I'm going to do is just make 4 separate tags, just because that's what makes sense to me. So I think this one is clearly going to have to go on here because it's the only one that fits. So that's that one. And then I've got to decide which of these 3 to put on here. I suspect it's meant to be that one, but I want to do something else with that one. So I think I'm going to use a little boy on this one, and then do something a bit different with the other 2. So I'll put them to one side for now because these are going to be the easiest ones. At least in theory, they're the easiest ones. Although, no, I have to try and make things more complicated sometimes. Let's just swing my rascog round so I've got everything to hand that I need. So I think that's going to go on like that, and I would like to put some flowers, I think, on here. First of all, I think let's have a look at the back. Yes, I'm going to need to back certainly these 2 and probably the other 2 as well. But I'll start off by backing these 2. So I've just got a piece of coffee dyed paper ready to go. So which is I don't think it matters which side I use. And I'm going to use, excuse my arm, I'm going to try and use my tacky glue, because it doesn't seem to, if I remember rightly, and it's been a while since I've used it, I don't think it curls things up as much as the glue stick does. Just untidy this up. Don't think I've quite got all the, I don't know if I can get a bit more glue in there. It's not quite glued to the edge. No, I don't want to use the wet one, do I? I've got to bit of, I think this is a bit of napkin, the back of a napkin. I keep those sometimes just for wiping glue off things. So I've got those two ready to go. Now one of the things I noticed that Tracie did on some of hers, and I don't know whether it's something I want to do or not, because it can make them a little bulky, and that was just to lift them, put a bit of, well, she uses card, but I've got loads of funky foam or craft foam or whatever they call it, and you could put that on here and just lift it a little bit from the background. But I don't know if that's what I want to do or not. This one definitely needs, oh, I thought I'd inked all these, but I think I've missed this one. So this one, I think, because it's got quite a lot of border, I might need to put something behind it. I might put some book page behind it, I think. See what I've got. Right. Just a second while I get some book page, if I can remember. So yes, as I mentioned in my last video, I've done quite a bit of reorganisation of my papers and all sorts of things, and I can't remember where I'd put my smaller book pages. The big book pages I had just to hand, but the smaller ones I'd put on a shelf. So yes, just remembering where I've moved things to. It's proving a little bit on the tricky side at times, but I'll get used to it. I'm still working on it. I'm working on my fabrics at the moment, trying to put them into boxes according to size. Because it was in such a mess, I just had one big box with everything mixed in together, and it was unusable. And I've got a few things I want to do with some fabrics, some ideas I've seen that I want to have a go at. Mostly things that Tina at Shabby Dabba Doodah has been doing. She's been doing lots of things with fabrics lately, and I thought I'd like to have a go. But before I could do that, I needed to reorganise what I had. But I'm getting there. I've got a variety. I've got so many things I want to do in my head. But that there. And this little fella can go on here. And what have I got here? This is called, well, it doesn't really matter. It's got there's a little label. I can put at the top or the bottom there. Just needs a bit more of a trim and some ink. The ink just takes away that white edge, doesn't it? And it makes things stand out a little bit more against the background if they're inked around. So I do quite like to do it. And so that can possibly go there. And do I need any more labels? So I've got some red and some green that came as part of the kit. Or what might be quite nice, maybe I'll put a little bit of washi tape up there. One of the things I've done is I've put all my washies in one of the drawers, so I can just have a little look, see what I fancy using. And I've got all my neutrally ones. Some of them are Holtz. Might use a bit of that, or a bit of that. Okay, let's get these stuck down now. I have said I don't want to overly complicate it, so let's stick with that mantra. Don't overcomplicate. Okay. Right, stick that down. I was going to put that little bit of washi up here, wasn't I? I might put a bit at the bottom as well. This one, maybe this one. Now, as I've put it a bit higher, I don't really want it up there now, but I might put a little bit down here. It's not something I very often think to use, but I'm hoping that having it just handy. Not that it was in my Rascog, but somehow, because it was right at the bottom, I never reached for it. But now it's within arm's reach, so that's quite nice. And I'm thinking I might put a little number in that label on there. Rather than adding another label, I might just stamp a number into there. So I've got the Tim Holtz Field Notes stamps, and they do have a little collection of different sized numbers. Is that going to fit? Maybe not quite. Is that the smallest one? All a bit mixed up here. Oh, here's a little one. Yeah, that one will fit. Now, I don't know if I can get out. Oh, where is it? This will do. I've also got my little book, my little stamp blocks ready to hand as well. And I'm going to use black, I think. Yep. Oop. Ah, keep still. Okay. Right. Oh gosh, knocking things over. Right, I'm going to try and keep a clearish desk. Right, so all I need to do now is put a little topper up the top here. Okay. Put this. Is that the right way up? Yes. Put that in. I don't really want it right the way. Just trying to work out where the actual, yeah, goes there. I think I've got it. Have I got it? Yes, I have. A bit close to the edge, but I think it'll be okay. Right, so that's that one. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Right, I'm just going to stick this on because it almost takes up the whole space, and then I might put a few bits to decorate at the bottom. That's what I'm going to do. It's all linked, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah. All right. Yeah, sticking on the glue book. Put it over just a little bit more. it straight? Just about. Where do they go? Where do the cards go? Is that 2 I've lost now? I'll put that one back. No idea. Got to just put them back and don't see myself doing it. Okay, putting that one back. You saw me do it. Right, so I think I want. What have I got? Yeah, I've got some little flowers. At least I want at least one. Maybe a little piece of lace underneath it. Got my box of lacy bits. These are my little lace scraps. The box is getting really full. Must use some of them up. I wonder whether a bit of pink would work. Because there's pink in the flower, or pinkish. Maybe a little piece of that. And then this little bit of pink sort of crochet style lace. And then a little flower. Yeah, I might do that. Just going to trim that a bit. I'll put that there, and would it like a little label here, or maybe half a label? What colour's this one? That's also red. Little one there, little one up here. Yeah, let's just glue these things down. Okay, let's come on little glue. Yep, you can see there's a little hard blob kind of comes out when you do that. Oops, there goes the pin. Don't want to lose that. Come on. Coming out? Yep. Sometimes it's a two-handed job, trying to just squeeze the glue out, at least to get it started. Right. Just a little tiny bit of lace at the bottom there. And then, okay, let's give the Fabri-Tac a try, shall we? I have refilled the bottle, so that might help. One of those, it's going to suddenly start to flow and it won't stop. It does that when it's a bit fuller. Let's see, that Should be enough. And my little flower. Nope, don't want it going over there and leaking all over my lady. No, my lady. This tag with a little boy on. Now I need to just put something in the middle of this flower because I took out the one that came with it because it's too bulky. So I just need something small. Just got my little box of pearly bits. Is that the hinge? No, it's the wrong way round. Okay, I want a little pink pearl in the middle, I think. Yep. Tiny dab. There we are. I don't want to use my lace, my fabric scissors just to cut these. So, there we are. A little tiny pink pearl in the middle. Oh, stuck to me rather than the flower. There we are, stay there. Okay, and I think I'm going to put this, but I'm just going to add a little, get rid of the blob of glue before I put the top on. Okay, and it just seems a bit glaringly white. So I'm just going to just lightly ink this up. Take off the, just knock it back a little so it blends in a bit more with the background. Might not even be noticeable on camera, but it is definitely not as white as it was. I'm going to put that there and then stamp something on that, I think. And there. What shall I stamp on this one? Got a little bit more room. Don't think I've got any words that are small enough. No, this is going to be too big, believe no. Alright, let's see what we've got in here. That will do it, I think. Ooh, it's a little bit wide, maybe. No. But the only one that's going to fit. Oh, this one might fit a bit better. Yeah. Quite handy, all these little stamps. You can just put something nonsense in the label. None of them make any sense, but it doesn't matter. Right. Ink out again. At this rate, I'm only going to get one lot done, aren't I? I always have such high hopes of what I'm going to actually achieve in my videos, and I always fall short because because they take me so much longer. Okay, well, I haven't done a very good job of that, but never mind. Okay, so that one's done, sort of. So I've now got these two to work on. Now I thought, what have I done with bits? There we are. I can just find the bits I've picked out, so I'm falling off the chair. Ugh. Right, so this one, because it seems to, it clearly looks like that's been backed onto something there, but it just sort of seems to be chopped off, it feels to me there. So I wanted to back that onto something a bit like some book page like that. I think I'll just have that going all the way around, just as a background. So I'm going to glue that on there. Off camera there. So it's just, so this one I fished out of my so-called to-do box, or box of bases, or whatever it is. There's a whole selection of things in there. I think I've got some bits of masterboard that I've chopped up and not finished and made into anything, so who knows, but I want to try and work on some of those things next week. I think that will be possibly my next video. I'll be working on my to-do box, because I've actually never taken anything out of it. I keep putting things in it, but I never do anything with them, because I've always got like a big project or something, or a couple of projects I'm working on, and don't usually spend any time just making things for the sake of making them. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next few videos anyway. Now, not long ago I couldn't even do that. I couldn't lift my arm up enough to cut. No, to put the... I had to stand up to do this bit, but every day things are getting a little better. So I can just about do it sitting down. No, that's not... That's too wide on that side. And is that right? No, it's not straight. Okay, still looks a little bit lopsided, but I think that's just the way the tag looks, because it's not got an even background. Maybe I should no, I think I'll leave it as it is. Trim that off. Get rid of those bits. That's that one. And then the other one I'm going to back onto this piece of Tim Holtz packaging. I thought I might try and incorporate the the little punch at the top. To call it a Euro punch or something. I have been keep thinking about getting one, but I thought, what's the point when I've got this? Because this is, you know, not that different. Seems a bit pointless to actually. So I think what I'll do is I'll glue that on, and I'm going to use this as the background, and then I'll back it with some coffee dyed on the other side. Come on. Here we go. think that's about central. Hopefully. And then I'll just trim around it. Right, so I've just got to cut my corner. Just follow the line of the tag. Yeah, it feels quite good to use up some of the packaging. It's the first time I've done that. I won't say it's completely central, but it's close enough. Okay, and I just need to back this and this onto some coffee dye paper. Now I don't know if I've got enough left on this sheet to do it. Let's have a look. Got enough for one. I'll have to get another piece out for the other one. Let's see, because I might be able to. No, not quite. Never mind. Right, I'll just back the other one off camera because that's a bit boring to watch, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. It's some time later and I've had lunch in between. I had a little rest. So I backed the two tags now. I just went up to the line there so that it was covering all the pictures on the back, but I didn't want to have to mess about trying to recut that, so I thought that would be fine just to go up to there. So we just need to decorate them now. This one I think I'm not going to do very much to because it's already got plenty on there. But from the kit I had these couple of bits. I've got this stamp and the label. So I think I'm just going to pop that there. And that one on the top. Well, I'll show you. I'm just going to stick it down and be done with it. I don't want to mess about any longer than I have to on this. And see if I can squeeze in one more. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm quite near my time already, but I'm hoping I'll be able to edit out a few bits. I'll give myself a bit more time to do another one. If I can ever get this label glued. Right, I'm just going to pop this down here like that. And then put this little stamp there, I think. There. Or up a bit. No, maybe up a bit. There we are. Just pop that. Okay. There. And then I just wanted a little something across the bottom here, some phrase. So this time I've got the Tim Holtz clipping stickers. Hardly ever use these. I've used one. I always forget I've got these things. I'm trying to use things that I haven't really used much before. Now I did spot something that might go on here. Oh yeah, the storyteller. Thought he could be a storyteller. He's sitting in a chair. Could be telling a story, couldn't he? And that will just go there. So I'm just going to ink that up a little bit around the edges. So it stands out a bit from the background. Okay. And I'm going to add a little extra glue. And I'm going to put that there, I think. Storyteller. Okay, so that one's done. Apart from, I'm going to put, I've got this, I don't know what it is, jute string, this wide string stuff. Not quite sure what it is, woven tape or string. So I thought, as it was wide, and I don't think I've ever used it because it's a bit wide and quite thick. I thought I might just try and put it there. If I can get it to hold with some glue, and then I'll staple it to make sure it stays in place. A nice big blob of glue. On it. There we go, like that. And then my stapler, well, you know, tiny attacher. Hoping it's, whoops, still not holding very well, is it, with the glue? Let's see if I can get this in place. Try and do a sort of a crisscrossy shape if I can. Oh, sorry if I'm a bit off camera here. Just need it to be close enough to see what I'm doing. I don't know if this is crossing or not. Have I done it? No. I've got a very strange shape going on here. I might have to put another one on just to even it up. I'll show it in a second. I managed to not even touch it, let alone crisscross it. Okay. So we've got some quite weird, but at least it's well stapled and in place now. Okay, so that's that one done. Let's quickly cover up this before it goes everywhere. Right, so this one, I did try and see if this would go on here, but I just don't think I couldn't find anything to go in it. I could put it on as a tuck, but I don't think it works. Not for me anyway. There's this big space at the bottom, so I was trying to figure out what to put here. And I fancy putting some birds on, or some butterflies or something, because of the flowers. But none of the birds that are in my, you know, the fussy cut birds and all that, they just didn't work on here. So in the end I got out my little bird punch, this one, and I've punched out a couple of little birds I just thought would look quite sweet on here. Picked out the yellow because there's yellow flowers at the top, so they'd show up. So just trying to get hold of them. So I've got a couple of little birds possibly there. And I've got this flower, which it does pick up the flower, the colour and the pink, so I thought I might put that there, or with a label. There or there. Maybe on the other side. I'm such a devil for putting everything on the left. Don't know why. Well, maybe it's being left-handed, I don't know. So maybe I'll put it there. I just want to cut the corners off this label. I'll just do the two because the other two are going to be hidden anyway. Put that there. And then I might put something small up here as well. So I'm just going to, I want to stamp something on this label. Back to my field notes. This one, would that go? It does fit. Okay, let's go with that. Okay. Okay, good. Put that in there. Right. So I'm just going to put that there. Oops, can't get hold of it. Right. And oop. Right, and I thought I'd try a little Tracie label. Random text. What else we got? Field notes labels. Can I use this one here? Just pop that there. Just to fill that little space. And then I did have a little piece of seam binding just to put in that. Where'd it go? It was here. No, it's not here. I was also thinking about whether to put a bit of washi down the side, but I think it's got enough on it, really and truly. Okay, I have found it, so I'm going to just pop this on. It's just a little bit pink seam binding. Okay, I wonder whether I can tie it. Trim that off. Alright, so that's our 4 for today. That's all from one page. One page, it might have been 2 pages, some of the pieces, so it was meant to be one piece of ephemera, but we've ended up with 4 tags instead. So thank you once again for joining me. I will hopefully be coming back next week or next time to start working my way very slowly through my to-do box. Okay, see you again soon. Bye for now.